All right, brother, let's have a conversation man to man about your body dysmorphia and how we're going to turn this into your biggest superpower. Now, before I get into it, I want to just let you know that if you're new here, I suffered with body dysmorphia for over half my life, for 15 years, where what I saw in the mirror, my self-image, the way I portrayed myself out in public was completely warped, right? I didn't see myself as capable of building all the things I wanted to build, right? I couldn't ever feel happy and confident in my body. I couldn't maintain a physique that I liked for long enough. So how was I going to be able to have the family, to be the leader of the family, to be the role model for my children, right? To be someone that my family, my parents, my friends could lean on. How was I going to build the big business, have all this freedom, and just be the man that I knew deep in here I was put on this earth to be? So I understand how frustrating it can be. And I also understand you've probably tried a lot, right? It's not like you haven't tried to fix this. You've done the programs, you've done the meal plans, you've done the shreds, you've done the bulks, but at no point has that physique ever reached the heights that you wanted it to. But more importantly, never have you felt like the man that is capable of doing all those things that I just mentioned, or whatever your version of that is, right? But let me explain to you why I personally believe that you having body dysmorphia, you having these insecurities, puts you ahead and gives you an advantage and is a genuine gift from God that not everyone will get, right? Because this is the way I see it. If I hadn't been given body dysmorphia, if I hadn't suffered with it for 15 years, right, I wouldn't be where I am today, because I've had to go through adversity. I've had to go through hell. I've had to go through some of the most challenging periods of my life as a result of just how I saw myself. But in doing so, that has equipped me with the trials, the tribulations, the lessons, the setbacks, right? The knowledge, the things I've done, the mentoring I've done, the skills I've acquired, and ultimately the way I've been able to rewire my identity, right? That has given me things that I would not have been able to get otherwise, right? And I firmly believe that when we ask for so much in our life, when we're here for a specific reason, when we have this purpose that we can feel in here, but we might not know exactly what it is yet, when we have that calling on our life, we are going to be sent the greatest of tests, right? And if you, like me, have been in the depths of hell with your body image and just your relationship with yourself, right, then see that as a really good thing, because you obviously have this higher purpose, you have this higher calling. Otherwise, you wouldn't be suffering, you wouldn't be struggling, you wouldn't be given test after test, challenge after challenge, right? And you wouldn't be given it if you couldn't handle it. So what helped me massively was changing my perception. Instead of why me, I changed it to thank God you gave this to me. Because the bigger my tests, the more they kept coming one after the other, I was like, okay, this trade-off is obviously going to be massive. I obviously need to go through this. I need to become someone bigger and better and transcend this old identity to be able to create all the things that I want to create. So every test I got, every body dysmorphia related thing that I would experience, I'd be like, okay, thank you, right? This is helping me. This is adding to my armor. This is making me a better man, so that ultimately I can have and be and do and create all of these things for my family, for my future self, for those that I love, and ultimately for my purpose on this earth. So I'm not going to be the guy that is just going to tell you to get jacked, to lose more body fat, right? That is a big part of it, and that is what I do with my clients. I help them with the training and nutrition and body comp side of things. But more importantly, we do that in conjunction with the other pieces, with the inner work, with the spiritual, mental, and emotional work. So that not only can you get a better physique, because every fucking person in the world is capable of losing some weight and looking a bit better, but what are you doing with that? What is that leading towards? And again, I believe that as a man, we have so much power beyond just our body fat percentage, and the only way to tap into that is to go through the physical, the mental, the spiritual, and emotional work, so we can truly step into who we are supposed to be as a fucking leader. So brother, your body dysmorphia, if you take nothing away from this video other than, I want you to start seeing it as your superpower. Why couldn't this be a gift from God? And how am I going to use this to my advantage?